Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Mathematics Teachers Guild Talk, where we come together as educators to discuss best practices in lesson planning and strategies for 21st century learning. As mathematics teachers, we continuously seek innovative ways to engage students and make learning more effective. We have here four dedicated mathematics teachers who will be sharing their insights and experiences with us. Thank you all for being here today. Now let us start our discussion. The first question is, what is your idea about the learning plan and lesson plan? Any ideas? Yes, Ma'am Daniela May.
A learning plan and a lesson plan are both essential in education, but they serve different purposes. Learning plan is a broader long-term guides that outlines what students should learn over a unit, term, or to the entire course. This includes learning goals, objectives, sequence of topics and lessons, strategies for differentiation and scaffolding, assessment methods, which are the formative and summative, and resourcement and materials. It serves as a roadmap for both teachers and students to achieve big picture learning outcomes. However, a lesson plan is more detailed. It is a short term plan for a specific class session or lesson. This include lesson objectives that is aligned with the broader learning plan, materials and resources, instructional activities, assessments to check the understanding of the students, and the time allocation. A lesson plan ensures that a teacher is prepared and can effectively deliver the lesson within the given time frame. So that would be my insights about the learning plan and the lesson plan.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Daniela May. Anybody who would like to add to that? Yes, let me hear from Ma'am April Rose Forteza.
Yes, good day, everyone. Uh, we all know that both learning plans and lesson plan are both essential tools used in education to facilitate effective teaching and learning. However, they serve different in some kind of aspect. So, in the aspect of the scope, the learning plan covers a longer time frame and include multiple lesson units or thematic areas, while on the other hand, lesson plan focus on a single lesson and its various components. Additionally, on the aspect of objective, learning plan contains overarching objectives and goals aligned with educational standard and skills development for a larger time period. While on the other hand, the lesson plan, in terms of objective, details specific learning objectives for the particular lesson, often aligned with the larger learning plan's goals.
Mm. Great insights from both of you, from Ma'am Daniela May and Ma'am April Rose. Now, moving on to our next question. What are the problems you might encounter in dealing with your lesson plan? Anyone? Let me hear your thoughts, Ma'am Reina Marie.
So, the challenges in dealing with a lesson plan. When implementing a lesson plan, several challenges may arise. Time constraints can make it difficult to cover all planned activities, especially when the discussion or clarifications take longer than expected. Student engagement may also be a concern, as some learners might lose interest or struggle with the lesson, requiring adjustments in teaching strategies. Unpredictable class behavior, such as disruptions or off topic questions, can shift the lesson off track. So, additionally, limited resources, including materials, technology, or classroom tools, may hinder the lesson's effectiveness. The diverse learning abilities of students can also pose challenges, as some may grasp concepts quickly while others require additional support. Unforeseen interruptions, such as school events or technical issues, can further disrupt the lesson flow. Lastly, assessment difficulties may arise as teachers must ensure that evaluations accurately measure student understanding while aligning with curriculum standards and balancing creativity with required learning competencies.
Thank you so much, Mom Reina. Anyone who would like to share their additional thoughts? Oh, yes, Mom Hazel Abinaza.
So that's true, no, what Ma'am Reina said. So when creating an effective lesson plan can be challenging due to several factors. So finding appropriate activities that cater a diverse students' needs and learning styles is often difficult, as it's effectively breaking down complex learning competencies into manageable daily objectives. So it's so hard to thin slice the one competencies to a manageable daily objectives. So another challenging that or another factors that can contribute to the difficulty, time constraints, access to resources, and the need to align with curriculum standards, while also incorporating differentiation, technology, and career skills further complicate the planning process. And additionally, accurately assessing students' understanding and adapting plans based on their progress can be demanding or can be uh, a little difficult to assess and to settle it.
That was really very informative from Mom Reina Marie and Mom Hazel. Now let us move on to our next question. What are the things to consider when making your lesson plan? Anyone who would like to share their thoughts? Yes, Mom Daniela May.
So, as an educator, when making a lesson plan, we should consider several key factors to ensure that learning is effective, engaging, and aligned with curriculum standards. Here are the most important things to consider. First is the learning objectives. It must be ensured that, or we must ensure that objectives are SMART, which are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Also, we must consider the curriculum alignment. Does the lesson align with the learning competencies, or in the case of learning guide, the students need to understand their knowledge, skills, and abilities. And also, we must consider strategies and activities, such as directed group work or hands-on activities that ensures our activity learning. Also, we must consider assessment and evaluation. We can use formative assessments or summative assessments. And last is reflection and adjustment. So after the lesson, we must reflect on what worked well with the students' respond and what needs to be improved. So that are the things that needs to consider when making a lesson plan.
Mm. That is a great point, Ma'am Daniela. Anyone who would like to add to what Ma'am Daniela said? Yes, Ma'am Reina Mary.
So I totally agree with what Mom Daniela said. So when decisions must be considered, clearly defined learning objectives help ensure that students understand lesson. Understanding student needs and abilities is essential as different learning styles and paces require differentiated instruction. Also, engagement strategies such as interactive activities, multimedia resources, and real life applications these help maintain student interest and enhance comprehension. A well structured lesson should follow a logical sequence of activities with smooth transitions, ensuring a cohesive flow. Effective time management is also crucial to cover all topics efficiently without rushing or leaving students behind. The availability of resources should be taken into account to ensure that planned activities can be effectively implemented. Lastly, assessment methods should be carefully selected to provide meaningful feedback on student progress and comprehension. By addressing these considerations, teachers can create well structured and effective lesson plans that enhance student learning.
Excellent points from both of you, Ma'am Daniela May and Ma'am Reina Marie. Now, moving on for our final question. As a teacher, how can you apply the learning plan as well as a lesson plan to maximize 21st century learning? Anyone who would like to share their thoughts? Yes, Ma'am Hazel.
So, as a teacher, I can apply learning and lesson plans to maximize 21st century learning by intentionally designing activities that cultivate critical thinking through problem solving scenarios, encourage collaboration through group projects and peer reviews, spark creativity with project based learning and innovative tasks, as well enhance communication skills through presentations and discussions. Also, will cultivate digital literacy using online tools and collaborative platforms. I will also move away from simply delivering content and instead facilitate active learning experiences where students apply their knowledge, develop essential skills, and engage with technology meaningfully, ultimately preparing them to thrive in today's complex and ever evolving world.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Hazel. Anyone who would like to add? Yes, Ma'am April Rose.
I agree with Mom Hazel. To enhance the 21st century learning, as a future teacher, I should integrate both learning and lesson plan that focus on essential skills like critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and creativity. The learning plan should establish broad objectives using project or inquiry based methods to engage students with real world issues and as well as the peer collaboration while incorporating various digital tools. The lesson plan, on the other hand, should detail interactive activities that facilitate student engagement through technology, group discussion, and hands on experience.
Thank you so much, Ma'am April. So to conclude, lesson planning is at the heart of effective teaching. And with the right strategies, we can ensure meaningful learning experiences for our learners. So that wraps up our discussion for today's Mathematics Teachers Guild Talk. I truly appreciate the valuable insights shared by our co-mathematics teacher, Ma'am Dan, Ma'am April, Ma'am Reina, and Ma'am Hazel. Thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to another engaging discussion next time. Keep inspiring and shaping the future of mathematics education. Thank you very much.